Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work down inside the 45. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Daniels being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, even if you're coming off of a loss.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free and cut him off guard, force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jerry Jeudy halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Daniels. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens 21, Steelers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
21-0 our score after one. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now here's another carry for Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Let's go.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Steelers 3.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Finding room at midfield, and out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They go play action with Jackson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 46 yards. And the Ravens have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it. When he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, second and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Off the play fake. Daniels. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point put through by Boswell. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They hand this off to Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Jackson on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on second down, Daniels. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense on third down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Daniels completes this one to Pickens. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll try and run the option. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreak.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is taken at the 18. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
No, we change it.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Ozzy, shut up. Let's go. Ready. Ready, shot. Ready. Ready, shot. Middle.
Now Jackson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.